Hi folks, welcome to another Bossii tutorial. Today's tutorial will be on how to set up an item to print to a printer. So that would be whether it's a product or a recipe. And this is how we choose whether an item should be printing to a particular printer or not. Okay, so we do this in Bossii admin. So we go into our admin program, go to setup, we go to setup printers, and we'll go to printer setup. Okay, printer setup is basically a list of all our different printers. So as you can see, we've got two kitchen printers listed there, the two docket printers on till 1 and till 2, and the cash drawers are set up as a printer because they can be kicked off by one of the printers being plugged into the printer. So we don't actually tag anything to go to the cash drawers, it's just usually the docket printers and the kitchen printers. So let's say we want something to print at one of the docket printers, for example. So we just highlight the docket printer that we need to receive the print job to, and so we choose Edit. And at this point here, it opens up two tabs, the Details and Availability, and we have the network pathway, the model name, any IP addresses, and at this point here, you can print any call away messages to this particular docket printer. So that's how you would then choose whether a docket printer receives those call away messages. And also when you transfer tables, you can print transfer messages to this particular printer by just tagging that particular button right there. We have ordering zones as well. So in this particular example, we've got two different zones. One's called cafe zone, the other one's called container zone. So you can set up ordering zones by simply setting up the label within the option ordering zone, which is just on the outside of this screen. And you can choose at that point there that if you order a particular item from particular tills, that they will only print to this particular receipt printer if they've come from that particular zone. So it allows you to have some flexibility that when you go to a POS terminal, that it doesn't always print no matter what. It only prints if that POS terminal is within that zone, it can print to that particular printer. So we'll just leave it on cafe zone for now. As you can see, it gives you all your products down below here. So for anything to print to till one's docket printer that comes from the cafe zone, we just open up these little pluses on the left hand side of the category and then the subcategory. Okay, and then we choose lager. And then from there, you can see that everything is just grayed out. So if we wanted all of our lagers to print to this particular printer, we would just tag all of them. And let's say, for example, we didn't want Peroni to print, you can just untag it and it comes up with a partial at that point. Okay, so that is a simple way of making sure that you've got everything printing. Okay, and let's say you want something else to print, you can go to your light beers. I'll just have the James Bogue Light. Ciders, I'll have that one, but not the pear cider. And you can choose your food as well. So open up your breakfast food, breakfast. I want that item, and that item. So if you're on a POS terminal that is linked to the cafe zone, and that linkage is done within setup POS, if you're on a particular POS terminal that is linked to the cafe zone and you choose Avo, eggs and ducker as your breakfast item, it will print to this particular docket printer. Okay, and at this point here, you just press save, and that linking has already been created. If I go back into that printer, and there you can see all of our linkages are all shown as partial because there's some partials in there. We can change it to container zone, and once you change it to container zone, again, show me all of the items that you want me to print from any POS terminal that is linked to the container zone, and then I can just choose something else for anything that's ordered from there. Cabinet products, let's say you only want those items, and I want to print all of my transfer messages. Additionally, you can also choose when that printer is available. So for example, you might have a zone that is only open particular times, so you don't want print jobs to go to it outside of those times. Then you can choose what times those dockets will go or not go. So it defaults to always on. So if, for example, you don't want it from Monday to Thursday, so tag Monday midnight, hold your shift button down and choose Thursday till midday. So we grab all of that. And also in the afternoon, Monday to Thursday, not available. So this printer will only print on Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, basically at that point. Okay, go back to our details. There's all the changes that we made before and press save. Okay, I hope that helps you with all of your printing concerns. Thank you.